Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. If you're not receiving our videos, since there's only 30 people here, make sure you sign up for a free newsletter, KwingsLetsPlays.com. It's KwingsLetsPlays.com. You can sign up for a free newsletter and find out what's happening on the channel every single day. We only have 3 days left to get the members that we need. We're down about 15 members, so if you guys haven't already, according to YouTube, we lost 33 recurring members. That's people that were actually paying the $5 tier, and they decided for whatever reason to stop in the month of January. So we need 15 people to become a member before the 31st. So we're getting there, but we're still short of our goal. So this stream and every stream that happens today, we'll be pushing memberships. Also, a kind reminder that it does take a while for streams to start. The less people here, the longer the music runs. Since there was 30 people here, the music ran for 2 hours and 19 minutes. All music will be cut out of the streams, so you don't have to worry about the playback of the stream having like a long startup. Usually that stuff will disappear after, an hour or two after the video is, done rendering or whatever it is. So we do cut out all the musical interludes. But if you guys want to help the channel, it's just $5 a month, especially being a recurring member. YouTube likes recurring members more than gifted, but we'll take gifted at this point too. So we have 3 days left. We're below our quota still, but we're doing better. We're just not there yet. Anyway, so today will be the conclusion of the Doom thing, which will be the fight with him in Latveria, and then we go to the Nightmare Zone. Then we'll tackle we can't really do the Gauntlet because none of our characters are strong enough to take the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet, you would need to be a level 90. We're almost a level 60 with some of the X-Men characters. But most of the Fantastic Four characters are only a level 40 something, I believe. So, actually, let me check that right now. I think, yeah, they're exactly like level 40, 41. So we're going to keep them in to fight Doom, or try to. If things get hairy, we'll bring in the X-Men that are a much higher level. That's the plan, anyway. And we have no cosmic things that we can do. So, usually what we did in the original series is we upgrade the characters quite a bit, but didn't really have time for that because this is a live stream series, so... We're going to jump back into it. We have a bunch of characters to talk to before we get to Latveria itself. So we're going to go interact with the many characters standing around, not doing anything, and find out more of the story. That's the plan. And Amber's finishing dinner, and she'll be here shortly.
Can't be right. I'm not sensing any psychic activity in this entire village. It's as if every mind in Doomsday has gone silent. It gets worse. I can sense an intense concentration of cosmic energy coming from Doom's castle. I haven't felt anything this powerful since the Phoenix Force. I learned firsthand that no one really ever truly uses power on that scale. It's the power that uses us.
Need something. Why? Because I'm a vampire. Yeah, that ain't how it works for me, kid. I'm a daywalker, part vamp, part human. That means daylight don't hurt me. To me, the night is just when my next shift starts, sending more bloodsuckers back to the grave. Newsflash, there are vamps everywhere. So whenever you happen to make it through the night without getting your damn neck bit, all it means is I'm doing my job right. You're welcome.
What's on your mind, mon ami? Don't bother me none. Folks want to leave their homes unguarded, that's on them. How we take advantage of that situation, that's on us. Once a thief, always a thief. Qui say, maybe we get lucky and find someone got a secret weapon they was planning to use against their beloved ruler. Don't you go counting Gambit out now, Shay. Gonna be plenty of chances for me to prove myself soon enough, I guarantee.
Never abandon your service again, I swear. Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, sorry, I was just talking to Khonshu. Khonshu is all around us. He's the Egyptian moon god who granted me my powers. And let's just say he was not thrilled that I went off to another dimension without telling him first. Someone has to be his fist of vengeance here on Earth. But it's all okay now that I'm back under the moon where I belong. I'm in his good graces, up to full power, and ready to deliver his justice.
They said it wasn't gonna happen, but I kept the faith, and here we are, rocking some sweet DLC action.
What are you blathering about this time, Wade?
You know, DLC. Deadpool loves Cable. You and me back together, Nate, just like the good old days.
Those days were not what I'd call good.
Potato, paste pot, pedo. What matters is we've got ourselves a massive crisis to prevent, and you and I have pouches full of weapons. And some other assorted knickknacks that probably won't be nearly as helpful, but let's focus on the weapons.
If we're really facing off against a Celestial, even my full arsenal won't be enough to prevent an extinction-level event.
I've got an extra sword stash somewhere uncomfortable. I don't usually like to share, but for you, I'll make an exception, partner.
We're not partners, Wade. Never have been, never will be. Get that through your disease-addled brain.
Okay, fine. Have it your way. But could we at least put our differences aside and fight in a convenient squad of 4 while everyone else in our alliance seemingly abandons us until a pivotal moment?
If I agree, will it finally shut you up?
Oh, I think you already know the answer to that one, Cyclops Jr.
Right. Didn't think so. But we're wasting time and I'm all out of options. I'll take what I can get.
Aw, Nate. You always did know how to make a girl feel special.
Alright, so all the characters are talked to now. We're good to go. So we can go into Latveria now. Like I said, if things get dicey, we'll bring the X-Men back into rotation. We're going to stick with the Fantastic Four for now because Doctor Doom is a Fantastic Four villain. Makes sense. So. And thank you, Miss Deanna, for the super chat. I didn't know that about Count Chocula. That's interesting. I haven't heard the term Count Chocula in quite a while. I didn't even know he was still around.
Oh. Yeah, thank you, Miss Deanna. You're amazing. And thanks for this super chat on the previous stream also. Thank you so much.
Yep. Miss Deanna so far is the only person who's given revenue today, so thank you. Okay.
And she super chatted while she was still at work.
And she was still at work. That's awesome.
Stream.
Who's this? Oh, we didn't talk to this person. Oh, that's Morbius. I forgot about Morbius. The living vampire.
What can I do for you? It appears we are in Doomsday, the capital city of Latveria. In many ways, this
humble village reminds me of my childhood in Greece. I'm afraid not. Latveria's monarch strictly controls the nation's borders. No one enters the country without his permission, nor does anyone ever leave. Those who live here adore their king. Despite their modest lives, they wish nothing more than to prove their undying loyalty. Even though they are only repaid with the cruelty of their master. Perhaps. But can you ever truly rescue one who refuses to believe they are in danger?
Now everybody's talked to. Okay. Good to know. This will probably be a cutscene.
That's Castle
Or
Doom
not.
towering over the village. It won't be easy to get inside. Victor hasn't left us much of a choice.
Siege the castle. Latveria. Okay, so this is attack the castle. Time code. What's going on with the...
I'm just responding to comments on our channel while you're
Oh.
on his walls and so I don't know anything else to do.
Oh, I'm certain he's just as thrilled to see us as ever.
They're still not that strong, but they're okay. They give the Fantastic Four interesting buffs. Get a shield of protection from Sue. Ben is pretty strong, but he'd be the strongest brute character we have right now because we didn't level up Cyclops, or not Cyclops, Colossus or Hulk. So Ben would be the strongest at the moment. But in the original series, we did spend time getting the Fantastic Four and some other characters up, because it said we're almost a level 70 on the original save file.
Oh wow then.
Ooh! Someone's been souping up their weapons of mass destruction.
Too bad Doom didn't upgrade their stupid faces while he was at it.
Alright,
Upgraded Doombots. Ouch. There we go. He needs to say it's clobbering time. That's so weird. Remember, guys and gals, if you want to help out the channel, we're still 15 members down, and we do have to push memberships today through the 31st. For whatever reason, we lost recurring members this month, which has been racking my brain as to why.
We honestly don't know what.
Nope. There's nothing on Twitter, there's nothing on anywhere about me that, you know, people would be mass unsubscribing. So either YouTube, when they purged channel, when they purged people, because they do purge people once a year.
But how do they purge people that are members?
That's what I don't understand either. If they're paying members, how could they purge people?
Yeah. Maybe it's like people who haven't watched for a while but are recurring members, they purge them because they don't watch.
I don't know.
Which
But
is strange.
our stream numbers are down too, though, because we usually have about 60, 70 people. We only have about 30. So, I mean, I don't know. Not sure. Do not know.
Yeah, I really wish I knew the answer. Because I can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it if we don't know the answer. Like, if somebody is saying something wrong about us, how can we explain ourselves if we don't even know what people are saying? Or if somebody can't get a hold of our channel, how do we know how to help them get a hold of us unless we know what's happening?
Don't know. But just from that 35 people alone, like, you know, 35 times 5, that's like over 140 bucks.
I got the news from your email and it is concerning, says Miss Deanna.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Thank you, Miss Deanna. Thanks very much for the super chat, says Mr. Luke. Blade and Count Chocula are both known as Daywalkers since both of them are half vampires.
Yeah, I already responded to
I know, but I
Deanna through a
didn't
text.
read it. Okay.
Because there was a cutscene going, so I couldn't get...
Alright, well, I'm saying it now. Am I allowed to?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to be part of the channel also, or not?
Why wouldn't you be?
I don't know, because every time I do, you say you already did it. I thought...
Clearly, Doom is prepared for
But
any
people like having their
invaders.
super chat
Those
read out
ion
loud.
beams appear capable of slicing
I
right through
would.
even Ben's rocky hide.
Yeah, sorry, Stretcho, but that's one theory I ain't about to put to the test.
Oh my god.
Yeah, guys, Luke's legs are hurting, so he's not in the best mood because his legs don't feel good.
I mean, it's not just the legs, also worried about the finances, all kinds of stuff.
Might be good to put it out of your mind while you're doing the stream.
Trying to. Shoot.
Working.
How am I supposed to get through all these lasers? Ah. Shoot, Ben's been down. There we go. And he will get restored by this thing? Yes. Okay, so that's instantaneous. Okay, that's good. Good, 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 good. So it does do that. That should do that. Okay. So as soon as you touch the little portal, then you get healed. Awesome. Good.
Honestly, wish I knew how to turn on all the different parts of our Discord on again. Because they're all off. Because people were using them like... Oh, there was like somebody using like... We had like an art tab and a thoughts and prayers tab and everything. And the one people were using them to like talk to her boyfriend and stuff on all of them. And to chat during the streams. And that was during... It was during a difficult time, and like I can't even turn those tabs back on.
I don't know how to use the Discord, honey, and I don't have like
all we have is
access
the
to
general.
Discord.
We just have the general tab in our Discord now, which honestly is more normal. Like that's how most YouTubers have it, I think.
Thank you, Miss Deanna. Really appreciate that. That helps out so much. Thank you. Dr. Doom seriously trying to be Bowser? It looks like something out of Bowser's minions would come up with to prevent Mario and Luigi to get inside his castle. Yeah, probably.
Thank you very much, Miss Deanna.
Every little bit helps, Miss Deanna. Thank you. We still have 3 days to hit what we need. But every little bit, you know, every little bit helps every day.
This looks like something Bowser's minions would come up with to prevent Mario and Luigi to get inside the castle. Yeah, it does. It does look like something.
Just a random missile sitting around. Okay. Wait for... satisfying. Oof.
Oh wow, in the original novel, Dracula was fine with daylight, but he preferred night, says Jojo. Oh wow, so Dracula in the novel originally was okay in daylight. That's interesting.
You probably had to give him a weakness so that it would make the character, you know, more beautiful or something. I don't know. Maybe he was too OP in the original book.
Yeah. Although I have heard, I mean, I came across a random video a while ago on YouTube where this guy who was like an Uber driver, and he used to drive people overnight, and he'd make more money on the overnight shift, but he had to quit because he said that he felt that there were, I mean, this is just a random thought, but he felt that there were more evil people out at night. He said that he would have people get into his cab and they just seemed evil, and they only came out at night, and he had to stop driving people around overnight because he felt between the hours of like 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. was the most like evil people were out. It's like, thank God that I work at 4 because then things aren't as bad. It's interesting, when I didn't have my car for a while, the Uber driver said the same thing to me. He said that he didn't mind driving people at 3 a.m., but before 3, people were crazy. Like between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. was the most like worst people were out. So I guess evil people do come out at night. I mean, that's what Uber drivers think. Actually, it kind of reminds me of when I used to work at Burger King near Boston. There was this crew of people that would deep clean our Burger King, and they looked like, you know what, you kind of remember that movie, The Rocketeer, Luke? Where there was that guy in that movie who was like a hitman, and he had like a furrowed brow. He was basically invincible. He almost looked not human, like he looked almost like Frankenstein. Some of the people that were like cleaning our Burger King looked like that. They looked like so hardened by life that they didn't even look human. Like, they kind of were scary. It gave me a very uneasy feeling. And they cleaned our Burger King at night. Like, it was very strange. And one of them was a lady. She looked really tough. I don't know. Maybe there is something to that.
I don't know. Gotta destroy all the gates first, so we're just gonna keep coming through. No, Doom has his own statue, of course it is.
Oh, Miss Diana says there is a song saying that there's a song called "The Freaks Come Out at Night." You're not wrong there. You might not be wrong there, says Miss Diana. Yeah, it is interesting how many Uber drivers talk about that. Like, I mean, I've already heard a couple of them. And also, I feel like the vampire thing is not just the novel, but also the many legends of it. Like, there's many countries today that still, like, I believe in Romania, they still have funerals that include putting a stake through people just in case, to make sure they don't become a vampire. Because, like, in Romania and the countries that people believe in vampires, not that I've studied a lot about this, but yes, I have. But anyways, they believe that, like, a vampire, what it is like your loved one dies. Okay, maybe I shouldn't talk about this. This is very creepy.
Why do you talk about creepy?
But basically, vampires are like your loved one dies. Like, say your nana dies, or your great aunt dies. And your great aunt was a sweet person. or whatever. But you put her in the ground, and then well, maybe I shouldn't talk about this. It's so creepy.
So probably don't talk about it then.
Anyways, yeah, you guys can look it up, but basically, I think in the real lore of vampires, I think they can only come out at night, I think. Because the novel is based off of actual, real, so quote-unquote, real accounts of actual vampires that people really believe really existed in real life. And I won't go into it too far, but basically, people that believe in vampires, they believe basically anyone who you bury, if you don't take the correct precautions, that anyone you bury could become a vampire. Sorry to creep everyone out. I'm not actually going to say what I was going to say, because it's too creepy. Looks like, thank God.
I always talk about weird stuff.
Yeah, you have permanent access to Discord. I thought we gave you a Discord. I've seen you on your account is still there on Discord, Later Gator. I didn't ban you off of Discord. I haven't kicked you from it unless you lost access to your account. That's why I haven't kicked you off of it, because you have permanent access because you were an ultimate.
Don't quit on me, kid.
Just call Reed Richards kid. Alright. I'm gonna go back to the... What up, Linky? Nuts. What's the problem? What is it, buddy? Sit down. Lie down, buddy. Lie down. Lie down. Man, where is
Well, even if I understand some of you guys don't mind, but I don't want to creep my husband out. I'll respect his wishes. He doesn't want to talk about it.
Don't be a first.
Well, I'm changing, Luke.
Okay.
Don't you want me to be a kinder person? I'm trying my best.
I know. Of course you do.
What else do you want me to change about myself? I'm willing to do whatever you want.
I'm fine.
You said that would be a first.
Well, usually you always say, I'm not going to talk about that, but then you end up talking
I'm not
about
going to, because I know you really don't want me to.
Okay.
Isn't that true?
Yeah. Alrighty, so what's over this way? I don't really have a lot of ISOA or anything here to help level up the characters. I just kind of threw the Doom level in just for, oh, this is DLC story. Hello, Linky. 65% battery. Okay, so I'll have to plug that in later.
I do personally think, like, well, just randomly speaking of fictional vampires, I do think, like, Count Chocula and Count Dracula and the Count from the Muppets, or not Muppets, what are they? Sesame Street and stuff. I do think, like, the Count, like, the idea of the Count, or like you know, like a very high status, like, vampire with, you know, lots of
It's just as I feared.
years of...
Those are the pieces of the fallen Celestial. We can only hope Doom was unable to locate the complete set.
Fallen Celestials.
I do think that, I always think that Count Dracula, the way he's portrayed in the old movies, I think he's very cool. Like, I know he's evil, but I think it's cool. Like, I don't know why I think it's cool, I just think it is. Because you'd think that like an evil thing, like, trying to, like, you know, attack you would be, like, looking like Igor or something, and be, like creepy and falling apart like a zombie, but a vampire is much different than that, because a vampire is, like, they just, like, make you feel like you're, like, they're very, like, oh, I'm a suave, sophisticated person, but in reality, they're evil. I just think that vampire is a very interesting concept like that. It's a little bit different than a zombie with flesh falling off of you and stuff. I just think it's interesting. Well, anyways.
Can only do one upgrade? That's annoying. Okay.
Link is like, I get blood from people, but not by that. I just cut people with my claws. That's wonderful, Link. Thanks for that.
The Discord might have actually restricted you for some reason later, Garter. Sorry about that.
They have I mean, as long as you're over 16, it should be fine, because they've changed the age for Discord. I mean, I don't know how old everyone is, but or maybe you have to prove that you're 16, maybe even if you are 18, but they don't know that. Like, maybe you have to give them, I don't know, maybe they require, like, proof of your age now or something.
I don't know.
But, I mean, your account is still on there.
Yep. So remember, gang, we're looking for a certain amount of members. We still need 15 members by the 31st. That's a celestial. That's not good. The fact that Doom can take down a celestial is concerning.
What's a celestial?
The giant monster god in the Marvel universe.
Remind me to cancel our family
bad news.
next year.
I have a question. If Blade is a vampire or half vampire, and does he just choose not to eat humans, or doesn't really feel like eating people?
He can't eat humans.
Like, he doesn't feel like feeding off of humans, or like...
He gets the urge to do it, but he doesn't do it. If he did it, then he would lose his humanity.
What does he eat?
Don't know.
Like, very raw steak?
Don't know. They don't talk about that. No way to heal either. Unless they have another one of those things for us to stand on. Doesn't look like it. What if I go back? Do the lasers come back if I go back? Or the laser's gone? Yeah, that's the head of a celestial.
Is that like Galactica or Galactus? Is Galactus a celestial, or?
You would have to ask a Marvel fan. I don't know if Galactus is considered a celestial or if he's some other type of being. Nope, there's nothing there.
I have a question. If Blade can walk in the day, does he still get headaches during the day and he prefers to be out at night?
He mostly works at night, but he can be out during the day if he wants to. He's
but
a day
only
walker.
like a little bit?
I don't know.
Is it like the Ninja Turtles where if they're out in public they have to have like a trench coat on and basically not show any... Like, Blade can't sit there in like Bermuda shorts and hang out at the beach, right?
There's dialogue. It's not mean, it's called matter of fact.
When am I gonna finally get my fists on the real deal?
These tin cans keep coming. How many of these things did you build?
Mass production on this scale vastly increases the likelihood of fatal design flaws.
In other words, keep hitting them till they fall apart.
Like you had to tell me that twice!
You could talk more about your vampire stuff now, there's no... You were talking about Blade a few minutes ago. I've only seen a couple things of Blade. I saw some of the Wesley Snipes movies, but incredibly violent movies.
Fine, I'll look it up.
Oh, okay, so that was Johnny doing that.
I think that Blade would be like you during the... Remember when I was dating you and whenever you go out in the day, you always had your sunglasses on?
I still don't like sunglasses. I just don't. They don't make the type of sunglasses that I used to wear. I used to have sunglasses that would clip onto my glasses, be very easy. I stopped going at fashion a while ago. The last glasses I bought didn't have them. The glasses before this set that I had the sunglasses on. Very easy, just clipped it right on. And nowadays they have glasses that will actually change to sunglasses when you go outside, like some type of tint. They're very expensive though. But they do that instead of the clip-on sunglass piece.
Oh wow, Blade has to take anti-thirst serum, which helps him not to crave human blood. Wow. If he misses doses, he can risk losing control.
I would believe that.
It seems someone is expecting us.
Getting up to Dr. Doom now. I think. We gotta save, so we save first. This is a Doom boss battle now.
Blade has a greatly enhanced lifespan, so he has pseudo-immortality. He ages extremely slowly. Blade is capable of lifting 1 ton. Blade hates his not his mother. Blade hates vampires because of the death of his mother. She was killed by Deacon, and Blade being half Deacon Frost. Blade being half vampire.
Doom knows we're here. He'll accelerate his plans. We can't allow that.
Uncover Dr. Doom's master plan.
Blade has said before that he's 72 years old and was born in 1929, but he's also claimed to be over 100. Oh wow, other places he claims to be 50. But apparently he can live for a very, very, very long time.
Well, yeah, he's undead, so that would make sense. Nice portrait of Doom. Nothing there. Okay. Gotham Knights was a mediocre game. It wasn't terrible, it wasn't good, it was eh. The only reason people wanted Gotham Knights to be Game of the Year that year anyway is because that was back when they were pushing stuff. And only certain games would be allowed or considered whatever if it checked off certain boxes. That stuff doesn't really matter anymore. I've heard a lot of people talking about the Tamagotchi thing.
Do I look like the big brain in the family? On second thought, don't answer that.
But the Tamagotchi stuff has been in development for years. And only recently has Japan started speaking out against globalization. So they also made a promise that they would do something on the previous Tamagotchi. So don't really count this as a win towards all this other stuff because, again, this stuff has been in development a very long time. Even right around the time of the pandemic is when Tamagotchi or whatever was in production. So, of course, it's going to have, you know, you'll have trickles of weird stuff. Doesn't mean the whole industry is like doing that though. Japan just made announcements in January that they're, you know, cutting back on pressures from globalization and from Western studios and consultant agencies and things like that. But because they said that, it's still going to take years for that to be implemented in some of their new games. Because game development, it's not like you just throw a game together in a couple months and you're ready to go. It takes anywhere between 2 to 3 years to make one game. With a studio of like, I don't know, 200 people or something like that.
Wow, so Leader Gator was right about what he was saying. Blade didn't always wear black. He's actually had very, like, colorful choice in clothes. His first appearance had him wearing a green jacket with a wooden stake holster, puffy balloon-style pants, boots, and oversized translucent aviator sunglasses. So there's his first appearance with a green jacket. So actually that thing in Marvel Rivals with the green jacket is literally his first appearance.
Yeah, that's 70s Blade. It's afro and foofy pants and stuff like that. Very, very 70s.
Did you know that Blade is actually from Britain?
Yeah.
He's not from America.
Yeah, he has an accent. Sometimes.
He's born in London.
I hate lasers. So much.
Richards, you never could resist meddling in my affairs, could you? Alas, you are too late. Behold the ultimate victory of Doom!
Victor, you have to stop this madness. Whatever you've done to your people, it isn't worth...
My noble subjects are loyal to their nation and their attack. To ensure his eternal glory, they would gladly give their lives. But, as a benevolent ruler, Doom asked only for their souls. You so-called heroes have failed this world too many times. There is only one who is fit to rule. Tonight, Doom shall claim his rightful place. And he shall not rise alone!
The head of a celestial? Yikes. I'm trying to move. I'm pushed in a corner here, game.
We have to reach him and convince him to stop this madness before he can fully restore the Celestial.
Super sight, super senses, super smell, super strength, super hearing, super speed, super agility.
You still talking about Blade?
Super stamina. Regeneration. He's also immune to vampire bites. Yep. So he has a lot of powers. I didn't realize that. He's also an expert marksman, expert swordsman, master martial artist, weapons proficiency. He's multilingual. He's expert at driving vehicles. And somehow he can use supernatural sorcery.
Dang it.
It's pretty impressive.
Shoot.
It's a lot of stuff. It says on this website that Blade has been bitten by Morbius and has actually drank the blood of Dracula to increase his powers.
I believe it.
Why am I not playing?
Probably wants a better view of the Armageddon.
We have to reach him and convince him to stop this madness before he can fully restore the Celestial.
Thank you for the super chat, Daffy. This is why am I not playing the game? I don't know. I was looking up stuff about Blade.
She was looking up. Oops.
Plus, I'm not very good at the game, and the characters are low. And I don't want to mess up stuff. What's in?
It just got rid of my thing.
It got rid of what?
It got rid of my sidebar. It's
I'm
gone.
sorry. We have to hope that Blade doesn't run out of his meds so he doesn't turn, says Leader Gator. Yeah.
Right, so we didn't have to fight the Celestial.
That was too close.
And yet, for some reason, we keep running towards Doom instead of away.
No one said saving the world was gonna be easy or smart.
If you want to play, you can come in now. Like, it's up to you.
I'm coming.
Still didn't work.
Also, the other reason I was doing it because the views were so low, so I was trying to answer comments and hurt comments and stuff so I could try to get the views up. Because if I would answer like 100 comments on the stream, it would actually help the views to go up. Because people would check back to see their comment answered, and that would increase the views. So the only way I have to actually increase the views is to keep answering comments.
These readings don't make any sense.
Whoops.
Yeah, too soon.
There's no time to waste. We need to find Doom and put an end to this. The fate of the universe itself may depend upon it.
It's clobbering time! At least he said it's clobbering time in that final Fantastic Four game we played.
The ones from the GameCube era? Yeah, they
Yeah.
made them more accurate.
Yeah, that was fun.
They don't make games like that anymore.
Yeah. Cool games that are fun.
Oh, I thought that was in there too.
So yeah, Blade was his mom when she was bitten. His mom had him. His mom was pregnant with him when she was bitten, or by somebody. I think her doctor or something.
What brought on the Blade stuff though? This is the
Because Miss Diana had a Chocula.
Oh, because that one super chat. Okay.
I was interested in it. I was just wondering. Also, they just had a new costume for Blade in Marvel Rivals, and
yeah, his 70s costume.
His OG costume. It's just kind of interesting, wondering about that.
Uh-oh. Yeah, no, that's not gonna do much. I don't even know why.
Yeah, I never watched his older Blade movie because... In fact, some people believe that Blade, the movie Blade was in from Marvel, was actually the first movie to start out the Marvel,
It was.
It actually was before Iron Man.
It was before Spider-Man.
Oh, it was before Spider-Man. So it actually the Blade live action movie kicked off like the entire Marvel like universe basically.
Yep, Wesley Snipes' Blade was first. Then X-Men, then Spider-Man. But they weren't a shared universe, but it was the first like modern Marvel movies.
Yeah, exactly.
They made some movies in the 70s which weren't very good. No, you can't keep doing that because you're gonna need that against Doom.
Sorry.
And it's gonna just make it so much harder because they're so under level.
Sorry.
You never want to use your super move on, like, any underlings. Unless you're losing your health.
Okay, honey, I already said sorry.
Okay, don't do it next time.
Compared to that Celestial, Doom's army suddenly doesn't look nearly as imposing.
It may not be driven by the power cosmic, but I assure you, these Doombots are as deadly as ever.
These Doombots are annoying. Alright, you have to break the generators. Otherwise the Doombots will keep popping out of them.
I don't know, I'll tell you, I was more alert when I was actually looking up random facts than when I was playing. The problem with playing this game is it's the same thing over and over again.
Well, that's a arcade, or not arcade, I forget what the style of this is. It had a particular type of RPG style. I don't remember the exact genre anymore. Shoot. It's gonna be hard to bring Susie back. Susie and Johnny both are dead.
Don't surrender.
Can't keep me down for long.
Must have missed a portal somewhere. They shouldn't be respawning in this quickly.
I don't know where Johnny is.
Probably died. We missed a portal. Back this way. In fact, these guys are just standing here. It means they're coming from somewhere. That's not a very good ISO 8 though. Ow. What? Remember, you can't use it when
Where am I?
you're playing as Sue Storm and you just used your super again.
Sorry.
Okay, you can't do that. You're just standing still.
Okay.
Well, I mean, this is a game that usually requires two people to work together, and
I was starting the music at 3 o'clock, and I streamed before that. And before that, I've been working for many, many hours.
I never said you weren't working at your other job.
But I was working at this job. I'm working since 1 o'clock. I was trying to make the thumbnail. It's been, I already worked for like 5 hours.
I didn't know that.
And by the time I work for 5 hours, you finally wake up, and then you're upset with me that I'm falling asleep. If you would actually wake up when I start working, then we could do 2 streams together in the time it takes me to get you ready for 1 stream. We could have already done 2 streams.
Okay, we need to come over this way and open up this thing. This thing requires... I don't know what that is. That is Ben and Johnny. Well, I mean, it is 7 o'clock if you want to go to bed. Because we still have quite a ways to go.
I don't know if you... I don't know what to say, Luke. I mean, I don't even want to get into all the things that I have to do to help you get the stream going every single time. And if you would actually help me with some of that, then, you know, I wouldn't be exhausted, because it's all on me. I have to do the whole thing myself every single day.
The Celestial is reassembling faster than anticipated. If we don't hurry, our chances of surviving this conflict will drop exponentially.
I didn't even get to call my family today.
You could leave the stream and
How
go
could
call
I
your
possibly
family.
do it? I needed several hours to go through all the mail so I could find what I needed to talk to them about. How could I possibly do that? I spent the last 4 hours getting the stream ready.
And I appreciate that.
No, you don't.
Celestial is reassembling faster than anticipated. If we don't hurry, our chances of surviving this conflict will drop exponentially.
Flame off.
Okay, this might take a couple attempts. Use things boulder carry move? I have no idea what that is. What is the boulder carry move?
The Celestial is reassembling faster than anticipated. If we don't hurry, our chances of surviving this conflict will drop exponentially.
Well, that was something. Alright, here we go. Then I'll block the incoming stuff. Yeah, that worked out. Thank you.
More bugs. Okay, who left the door to the negative zone open?
Yeah, and then apartments with roaches bigger than these.
That's disturbing. Okay. Thanks for the tip about the boulder thing, guys. That'll help out a lot.
That's odd. The rift just closed on its own.
I'm sure Reed's already figured out a dozen reasons why. None of which I will ever hope to understand.
I moved out of the way. Okay, let's keep going. Oh. There we go.
Anyone else feel like we're wasting our time fighting these drones?
As long as I ain't getting zapped by some oversized spaceman, bring on the Doombots!
Reed, there's gotta be some crazy, science-y way to shut these things down, right? Please?
I'm afraid not. Our control signal is so heavily encrypted, we'd be vanquished long before I could ever disrupt it.
Doom's tried to defeat us many times that we fought. He's always failed. As long as we're together, he doesn't stand a chance.
Hope you're right.
That's so hot!
Now you see me?
Whoa. Oh. Oh wow. There's a generator somewhere, isn't there? No, there's not. Never mind. I was like, how do they keep spawning? Whoops. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to switch to the X-Men because the Fantastic Four is just not strong enough. I mean, they can be some of the strongest characters in the game, but... you need to be at least a level 50 to do this level. Otherwise, you're gonna get wrecked. That's my 2 cents anyway.
You can do it.
Oh my god. Still no level up either. That's crazy. And I was nowhere near that shockwave either. See, that's weird. I wasn't anywhere near that shockwave, and yet I still took damage from it. That's crazy. What are you doing off here by yourself? Unbelievable. Not another Celestial. Probably. We still have a ways to go. Alright, so I gotta use the boulder again because there's gonna be an annoying Celestial shooting lasers, right? Yep. Why'd I throw the rock away?
Looks like someone has their head back in the game.
Glad you found some humor in the situation, Johnny. This Celestial is no joking matter. If Doom restores it to full power, the whole planet's in peril. And that's just the beginning.
Why'd you throw the rock away? I don't remember how we beat the original game. I think we used the Fantastic Four. I don't know. I don't remember things from 5-6 years ago. My car accident really messed up my memory. It doesn't, you know, doesn't work that way. He's throwing it away every time. I need him to walk with it. Why is he throwing it away? The game's glitching on me because he's supposed to put that in front of him as a shield. He keeps knocking it away. Anybody know why he's knocking the boulder away instead of using it as a shield in front of him? There he goes again. If he keeps throwing the rock, I can't get past. I don't know why he's doing that.
You forced my hand.
Nope, he's still knocking it away. It's not working. No, I didn't press the buttons at all last time. I just pulled out the rock and I walked right in front of him. For whatever reason, he keeps, like, pushing it. He knocks it away every single time. Whether I have meter or not. Every time I move forward, he punches the rock. He shouldn't be doing that. See? As soon as I move the joystick, he punches it. Nope, he's still knocking it. I have plenty of energy, he's still knocking it. I'm holding it and everything.
Looks like someone has their head back in the game.
Glad you found some humor in the situation, Johnny. This Celestial is no joking matter. If Doom restores it to full power, the whole planet's in peril. And that's just the beginning.
And I'm screwed. I don't know how I did this in the original game, but I don't think I can do it now. This is absolutely insane. Like, what were they thinking? Like, what were they thinking with this? This is absolutely insane.
Like someone has their head back in the game.
Glad you found some humor in the situation, Johnny. This Celestial is no joking matter. If Doom restores it to full power, the whole planet's in peril. And that's just the beginning.
This is absolutely insane. No, you're not supposed to throw the rock.
Like someone has their head back in the game.
Glad you found some humor in the situation, Johnny. This Celestial is no joking matter. If Doom restores it to full power, the whole planet's in peril. And that's just the beginning.
This is impossible. That's nuts. No, the X-Men still wouldn't be able to get up there. You still have to use Ben's, like, shield thing. You can't get through any other way. Looks like they're gonna do it again. Or not.
Too late. Doom has done it. He's revived a Celestial.
Huh. Then how's about we break his new toy back into pieces again?
Huh. I actually agree with one of Ben's plans. Maybe it really is the end of the world.
If it is, little brother, we're not going down without a fight.
How in the world are you supposed to attack the Celestial, though?
And this is only what we perceive them to be. In actuality, a Celestial's true cosmic form is virtually unfathomable to the human mind. Thus, we process their appearance in a way we can comprehend, so as to prevent every one of our synapses from simultaneously rupturing.
Hey, I don't care what the big guy looks like. All I care is what he feels like beneath my fists. Wait, cosmic beings can still get punched in the face, right?
Maybe. But even if you got close enough, I'm not convinced he would ever feel it.
Allow me.
Guess you just throw missiles at it. Uh-oh. No, that's not going to do anything. Uh-oh. Huh. Well, that was interesting. I think this is Dr. Doom finally. But I'm not sure.
Now that the Celestial is down, we can take the fight straight to Doom.
That's the plan. Wasn't in his throne room, okay. And if I get totally wrecked here, I'm bringing in the X-Men. Just heads up.
If that Celestial is incapable of delivering the final judgment whose children deserve, Doom shall take matters into his own hands. Clearly, no other being is worthy of such vast cosmic power. Thus, Doom must transcend his mortal flesh. And become a god himself. Doom is your emperor now. Your new god. Kneel before him or feel his wrath.
If you think I'll submit to the will of any man, then you don't know me at all.
It's interesting. He didn't even need all the Infinity Gems. He only needed one Infinity Gem, the Soul Gem, in order to bring back a Celestial or something like that.
I'll be honest, bro. It was a lot more intimidated when you had an armored space giant backing you up.
He's throwing bubbles at me? It's clobbering time! Uh-oh. Oh, that's not fair.
Even a mind as powerful as mine can't process this level of cosmic energy without eventually shattering.
Ouch. Great, you missed. Holy cow.
That's gonna be one ugly boil!
You can do it. You can do it.
You can't burn out on me.
They keep coming back no matter what.
Gambit never been one to play by the rules, mon ami. Why you think he started now? Shield strike. Shield dash. Shield strike.
Oh, snap.
You can't burn out on me. You can't burn out on me.
And we're gonna have to bring the X-Men in. Yep, we're toast.
My family's cells have been coursing with cosmic energy for years now, Victor. You're just finally catching up.
Of course he dodges. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring the X-Men team in that I normally use. Wow. Close, but not close enough. Okay, time to bring in our heavy hitters. If they allow us. Oh no, we're host.
Doom is your emperor now. Your new god. Kneel before him or feel his wrath.
If you think I'll submit to the will of any man, then you don't know me at all, Victor.
I'll be honest, bro. I was a lot more intimidated when you had an armored space giant backing you up.
No, I'm not stuck. I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to go back to the shield thing. When I lose again, I'll bring in the X-Men.
Even a mind as powerful as mine can't process this level of cosmic energy without eventually shattering.
That's gonna be one ugly boil!
Gambit never been one to play by the rules, mon ami. Why you take his start now? Family's cells have been coursing with cosmic energy for years now, Victor. You're just finally catching up. Allow me.
Oh, jeez. That's bad. Can't do this without Ben. We're host. Yep. Alright, X-Men. They did pretty good for level 41s, but not good enough.
I will not let you down.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, I'm good. We'll beat it with the X-Men. They're like level 50 something. They'll be fine. I wanted to do it with the Fantastic Four, but it's can't do it. Close though. They did pretty good for level 41s. These guys have a better synergy move, all kinds of stuff, so we'll get to him this time.
If that Celestial is incapable of delivering the final judgment you children deserve, Doom shall take matters into his own hands. Clearly, no other being is worthy of such vast cosmic power. Thus, Doom must transcend his mortal flesh. And become a god himself.
Alright, here we go.
I'll be honest, bro.
It cannot be. This was Doom's destiny.
Yeah, well, my destiny was to be a supermodel. Life don't always go as planned, Doomsday.
Even so, life is always precious. Especially the lives of those we've sworn to protect.
A lesson you'd be wise to remember, now that your subjects have their souls back, Victor.
Our pals from S.H.I.E.L.D. are inbound. We'll get his royal pain into custody and...
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Tony. Not yet.
Reed, what are you...
When we were all in Doom's lab earlier, I noticed some troubling data on his scanners.
Of all the freaky things in that lab, you picked the data? Classic Reed.
The power signatures being recorded were so intense that even Doom's instruments couldn't accurately decipher them. I fear that your recent encounter with Thanos and the Infinity Stones may have reawakened ancient cosmic forces, and they might be...
headed here, to Earth. Doom felt them too. They have witnessed our power and they seek to restore the cosmic balance by removing us from the equation. But fear not. Doom shall lead your pathetic assemblage of heroes to glorious victory against them.
Hard pass, but thanks anyway.
Yeah, I'm with Torch. You know Doom can't ever be trusted.
But his motivations to protect Latveria, in his own twisted way, have always been clear. And if Victor is concerned enough to consider joining our alliance, then the threat must be even more serious than I anticipated. We may have survived this battle, but a much bigger one is on the horizon. And there's only one way to survive it. Together.
And 5 years later, and still no sequel. But there you go, guys. With that, another Let's Play is complete. That's it. Thank you guys for the super chats. We're still down 15 members, but we're making headway. So next up is going to be Final Fantasy. And then later tonight, there's an Ultimate stream on Gundam, which I have to get set up. Not only that, but I think I have to re-download Gundam too. So that'll be interesting. I don't think Marvel Ultimate Alliance 4 has been denied. It just, there's no word on it. They ended on a cliffhanger though because they want people to be excited for the next game. But yeah, I knew once I brought the X-Men team in, it would be over. Like, once I brought in my level 50s, we would, like, Wolverine would cut through Doom like butter. And that's exactly what happened. So how I beat Doom so quickly is I used Wolverine's Berserker, like, buff to increase his attack. And then I just spammed his Tornado Claw in the air or whatever over and over again until it cut through his basic defenses or whatever. Caused him to stagger, and then once I was finally able to do my Team Synergy move, it was over. Especially after I got him into the second phase, it was no problem. But that is going to conclude your coverage of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. This was a special 5th anniversary for the game. Although now it's going to be the 6th anniversary because this summer the game will be out 6 years. Still no sequel. But Nintendo did a great job with this, and Team Ninja and stuff like that. They did a fantastic job with this. It's a shame that they haven't continued it, but the cliffhanger is there. You know, maybe there'll be interest in this game after Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. Switch 2 would be a perfect place to make another one of these. But I guess, you know, only time will tell. The only reason Marvel Ultimate Alliance came back anyway is because Nintendo paid for the license. No one else was going to bring back Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Nintendo was the people who did it, so if anybody's going to continue with the fourth game, it'll be Nintendo. Probably. But this was a lot of fun. So you guys will be redirected to Final Fantasy, which is the stream that's starting next. I'll get you the link, and that's where I'll be. And then later tonight, much later tonight, will be the Gundam stream. Now, just a kind of reminder, guys, remember, the less people to show up at the beginning of the stream, the longer the music interlude is. Thank you, Nick's Galaxy, for being a member. 34 months. Very cool. Thank you. But tomorrow, most likely, we're either going to double up on Final Fantasy, or we're going to do Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Or not Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Marvel Rivals, because we still have some skins to look at that we didn't get a chance to finish. Like the Cosmic Invasion skins for Spider-Man and things like that. And then this weekend, probably Saturday, will be the continuation of Metroid Prime. Because I only do Metroid Prime on Saturdays. Yep, see? Team Ninja staff. They're the ones responsible for this one. Pretty sure. And then it just ends, right? No cutscene, no nothing. Make way for a true hero, Dr. Doom.
I shall be waiting here for you.
Oh yeah, and you can unlock Thanos too if you... The ultimate reward still waits in the epilogue. Unlocking Thanos as a playable character. No thanks. No thank you. Yeah. So there's still a couple characters you can unlock, but I have no idea who they are. One is Thanos, and then there's two other spaces. Not sure who they are. The DLC characters are all at the bottom. Phoenix, Gambit, Iceman, Cable, Reed, Sue, Johnny, Ben, Doom, Punisher, Moon Knight, Blade, and Morbius. I don't know who the other two are. Because we unlocked Magneto. I don't know if Mystique is a character or not. Yeah, Thanos is an unlockable character. What are the other two characters? If Thanos is one of the characters, who's the other two? I don't know. Alright guys, you'll be redirected over to Final Fantasy coming up next. See you over there. Okay, the link for the next stream is over there.